Hi, my name's Kate Waldron-Parr, and today I'm going to show you how to make Barkin beef biscuits for your favorite canine friend. I'm going to start with some flour. I've got both all-purpose flour and wheat flour. Just going to add that in there with a little bit of cornmeal and some vegetable oil. And I'm going to get that incorporated a little bit. And then I'm going to add some beef bouillon cubes that I dissolved in water. And what I did was I did 4 bouillon cubes to 2 cups of water, which is more than what the package calls for, but it gives it kind of like it's super concentrated, so then you get the flavor later on for the dogs. So I'm just going to slowly pour that in. Put that in there. Let's see how it's. And you can see that it's pretty sticky. Once it cools down, it'll be a little easier to roll. So you kind of want it to be at room temperature when you roll it out, and you'll see that the consistency will kind of be more like a dough. So I'm going to get things ready to roll them out into shapes. Alright, so I've got about 1/4 of my dough here, and I'm going to start rolling it out so that I can cut some shapes. If your dough's a little bit wet, then feel free to add some more flour. You really want it to be almost like a cookie dough consistency for rolling. So I've got a floured surface here and a rolling pin, and I'm just going to, today I'm going to aim for about 1/4 of an inch thickness, but depending on the size that you want to do, the size of the dog you're making the treats for, you can either do it thinner or thicker. There's no leavening agent in here, so whatever thickness you make it is pretty much how thick they're going to be. They're going to pretty much just dry out in the oven. They're not really going to rise at all. And I actually got this recipe from some family friends. They were making a family cookbook, and so she was putting together all sorts of favorite family recipes and kind of recipes that had been passed down. And they had a golden retriever named Chessie, and so of course they felt the need to include Chessie's favorite dog treats recipe in the book as part of the family. So that's actually where I first was introduced to this recipe. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I've got a couple different shapes here. Don't have the dog bone treat, or the dog bone shape. If you have that, feel free to use it. So you can kind of do whatever shapes you want. If you want to do circles or mailman or anything that you think your dog will particularly enjoy. And I'm just going to move these onto a cookie sheet. Doesn't have to be greased, because like I said, they're pretty much just going to dry out in the oven. They're not really gonna stick, not really gonna go anywhere. So I'm going to continue to roll these out and put them on the baking sheet, and then I'm going to put them into a 300-degree oven for about 30 to 45 minutes, really until they become nice and crispy. Alright, so this is Wally, and he's here to demonstrate how to enjoy and consume these dog treats. I feel that they only should be served with good behavior. So Wally, can you shake? Shake? Oh, that's a good boy. So I hope your dog enjoys these as much as Wally does.